guys, so for today's look I was inspired by STACEYMARIEMUA on Instagram. We all know her. She has the most amazing eye looks and I decided to try and recreate this halo spotlight smoky eye and it worked out alright, I think. Could have gone better, but we'll practice later. I have nothing else to say, so let's just get into the tutorial and enjoy. So excuse Mr. Pimple right here, but we're just gonna have to be working with him as well. Starting off, priming my eyelids using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Same as always. And I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to be getting the P. Louise eyeshadow base. Because it looks so good online, but the shipping is as expensive as the product is, so I'm not sure if that's worth it. So I'm just going to be trying a technique that I learned from KEILIDHMUA's, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, videos. I'll link her profile in the description box. She's one of the most amazing makeup artists and she always starts off with the darkest shade and then builds up the transition shades. And I usually start with the lightest shade, so I'm going to try out her technique now. Let's hope it works. I'm using the Morphe 350 matte palette. First going to be grabbing this shade, the reddish shade, and I think I'll be mixing it with this one. Starting off on that outer corner using a Morphe M506 brush, or 06, placing that on the inner and outer parts. And I'm trying to keep this as low as I can. And now trying to blend using my Anastasia A25 brush. And just very lightly and in a downward motion, as you can see, blending out the edges. Okay, so now on a Morphe M507, this shade right here, and trying to blend the darker colors using that on a clean brush. This one and I think that one as well. So now I guess I'm going to try blending that out using a Zoeva 221 brush with nothing on it. Going back in with the lightest orange shade just to get a little bit more of that orange on top. And I think it worked. So now that all of that is on, I'm going to be cutting the crease. Yeah, I'm going to be cutting the crease with some concealer in the center. For that, I'm going to be using my Anastasia A4 brush and my Urban Decay All Nighter concealer. On top of the concealer, I'll be using this shade from the 350S palette. So let's hope this goes well. I think this is alright, and now I'm going to be wetting a Zoeva 234 brush with some MAC Fix Plus. Okay, so now going back in with one of those small Morphe brushes and a little bit of that red eyeshadow. And as I said, I still find this very difficult to do, so it might not be perfect, but I just wanted to share the experience with you and hope to learn maybe some tips or tricks from you, because every eye shape is different and I have hooded eyes, so it's not that easy to do a cut crease on them, but I still keep trying and hope to learn and perfect it one day. So another thing that I picked up at Desi Perkins' channel is to now finish the under eye. So I usually now go in with concealer and foundation and then finish the under eyes. But first finish the under eyes and then apply concealer, so you don't over apply your concealer, because we always want to cover up the darkness underneath, but once we cover that with eyeshadow, we don't need as much concealer. I'm going to go in with that light red shade using a Sigma E21 and then finishing it off using those two darker shades. For primer, I'm going to be using the NYX Total Control Drop Primer. For foundation, I'm going to be using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in two shades, Oslo and Salzburg. This looks really creepy, but I did cover my lips because I think I want to apply a nude lip. I'm not sure, but I always find that when I mute out my lip color, it works best. For concealer, I'll be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in Fair Neutral. And I will try to apply this a little bit lower than I usually do so that lower lash line doesn't get disturbed. We're going full glam today. So I just re-intensified that lower lash line, and now I'm going to be applying eyeliner, mascara and lashes off camera for your own convenience and I will be right back. So I think these lashes are on. These are the Lulu lashes, Fairytale lashes, and I love these lashes. I use them a lot. Let's bronze up the face using NARS Laguna bronzer. So putting on those lashes took me forever, but I did watch an episode of Friends. So for blusher, I'm going to be using the Too Faced I Will Always Love You blush. So now for my favorite part, highlighter, of course. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, and this has to be one of my favorites. And I am just going to be applying a little bit more than I usually would, because I am going to be taking pictures of this look, and when I take my Instagram photos, I want the highlight to really pop and be there, so that's why it might be a little bit crazy. Also going to be placing that underneath the brow and in my inner corner. The only thing left to decide is my lip color, and I am going to be looking through my collection what kind of shade. I'm not sure what color I want to use, probably going for a nude, but I will be going for a gloss. I've really been into glosses lately, so I will be picking another gloss again. So I've decided I want my lips somewhat like the color my backdrop has. So I'm going to be lining them first using my Maybelline Erin lip liner. And now over top, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Fuel lip gloss. So this is a little bit too dark, so I'm going to be applying Anastasia Butterscotch lip gloss over top. So I just applied that Anastasia lip gloss over top and I'm done. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you in my next one.